Saturday, 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 Saturday night shine. Saturday, 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 Saturday night shine. Shine. Yes, rubbish. That's Luke Crap, mate.
Good evening. It's Saturday Night Shite with me and the boys. Hello, chat. How are you? Nice to see everybody in there. I'll get round to you shortly. Joining me tonight is Isla. I can't say it. I'm not doing it, Swappers. I'll just say it's Swappers. Hello, you.
Hello. How are we all doing this evening? All right.
Crikey, where are you? In a shitter?
Does it sound that maybe my mic's not coming through the right microphone? Unfortunately, I will double check.
We'll try again. You know, nice to get yourself prepared before we start. The replacement Bond Helpdesk, Graham with his pecs out. Hello, sir.
Ain't it hot?
It's
too bloody hot.
It's a bit moist. I'll go as far as to say that.
It is indeed. Good evening, chat. Good evening, panel. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Ah, nice. And our very own Tatooine Spunk Rag, the one, the only. He's got many ports in many locations. Zeethreepio.
What a fantastic introduction. Let me lick your ring piece.
Oh, marvellous. You sound like golden syrup.
Thank you very much.
I'm telling you, you are a wasted commodity, Z. You could be doing ASMR on YouTube and making an absolute killing.
I could read, I don't know.
You could read the Yellow Pages or the Thompson Local and I would be fully engaged.
Or the K's catalogue.
Oh, give over, Marshall Wards. And producer Brian. Hello, sir.
Hello, dear Captain Tapas. Me's back.
Oh my God, it's Nissan main dealer. Can I have a stanza?
Oh, why not? How's yourself, Trev? Hope you're going.
I'm all right, buddy.
Well.
I know you're not particularly feeling too well. Maybe you should try Scottish mouthwash. That might perk you up a little bit.
Well, I've got some Tennessee mouthwash on standby just in case.
Oh, let in the side down. Hello to everybody in the chat. My name's in there, not Z3PO. Flav, who very generous, gave away some memberships last week, as did you, Graham. Thank you. Cartoon Man, Manuel Grill, Garbage Who AI, Andrew Broadbent. Nice to have you in there. Gav Unit was first this week, much to Franco's disgust. And Paul Dickinson. Melv as well. Let's see. Anybody else? Franco. Nice to have your company tonight. Let me know what you're up to and anything tickling your fancy in the world of pop culture over the last 7 days. Anybody been doing anything interesting? Watched anything cool during the last 7 days, guys?
No.
Yes, that sounds very ominous.
I watched Legends on BBC iPlayer.
What's that?
What, the TV show?
Yeah, it's a 8-episode miniseries. I think it's 8 episodes, but it's about a £2 million heroin drug bust for an undercover squad in Liverpool. Well, they're from London, working in Liverpool.
Hey, calm down, eh?
It has been the most engaging TV series I've watched in a very long time.
I'm guessing there's no phasers or warp drive involved.
None at all, but it's a nice bit of cop drama, starring Steve Coogan, and I recommend giving it a watch.
I've gone right off him since he played that certain person with the tracksuit and cigar.
Now then,
no, we're not going to go there. We don't do that on this channel anymore. We've grown up, we've evolved a little bit, haven't we?
No.
He says, we might sneak a bit of rudeness and a bit of cheekiness. Hello to Atom. How are you, sir? I re-rubbed B-sides this morning when I got up. Swords in the chat. Nice to see you there, matey. And if you're a member of the channel, yesterday at tea time, I dropped this coming Tuesday's Just Great Movies. An absolute belter. The Wraith from 1986. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. And you were first to comment, Z. Thank you ever so much.
That's okay. It's made me want to take another look at it.
Did you enjoy the video?
I did indeed.
Good, because, I was having this conversation with somebody who's wanting to get into YouTube. And I said, the most frustrating thing is nobody's telling me if I'm doing it right or wrong. And I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong.
Yeah, so if you do watch the video, if it's on general release or now, if you're a member, feel free to comment on it. So give Trev the boost he needs.
Well, it's not so much a boost. I don't want the old ego stroking. It's
No,
just the fact
it's
that...
not like that. It's just to know that you're going in the right direction.
Yeah, that would be great, to be fair. I like to try and encourage a bit of discourse in the chat and the comments. So it's nice to get that little bit of feedback. Right, now we've got all the shenanigans out of the way. Sad news. Last Thursday, one of my favourite TV characters, the actor who played him, sadly passed away at 79. Michael Keating, who we all know played Villa Restal in Blake 7. Anybody got any fond memories of Blake 7?
Oh, yeah, I love Blake 7.
Yeah, me too. Anybody else?
Bit before my time, sadly.
Really?
Yeah, I used to love it, Trev. Absolutely used to love it. I was only 4 years old, but we were a bit starved for this kind of thing back then. But the show itself was outstanding, even though it was very cheap looking. It was outstanding, and this guy was a phenomenal actor in it as well.
He was so, how can I put it? He was a cowardy custard, but he was a reluctant hero. And when push came to shove, he always came through. And he downplayed himself all the way through the series, even though intellectually he was on par with Avon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he just didn't. He didn't put it out there. It was, I wouldn't say modest. I think he wanted to, not, put it out there that he was quite smart. He thought by being a fool, people would, underestimate him on purpose.
He was a lot smarter than he let on.
Oh yeah. In fact, he had quite a few chats with Aurak, and posited some really sort of like concepts that really sort of pushed Aurak a little bit, challenged him.
Yeah, really managed to piss off the AI on a lot of occasions.
Yeah. But he was so lovable as a character, He was different out of all the lads on the crew. I mean, you got Avon, who was essentially Spock. You've got Blake, who's obviously Captain Kirk. And,
fat
was,
Welsh Captain Kirk, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't that fat, though, was he, to start with, to be fair, Gareth Thomas?
It's when he came back at the end.
Yeah, he was a bit portly, wasn't he? But
He was indeed, yeah.
That's what you get for eating Space Rabbit every day. Sorry, Swaps, you were saying?
Sorry, mate. He had the rather fashionable 70s perm, didn't he? Like so many others.
Yeah. Keefy Monoped in the chat said he was Blake Seven's Dr. Smith. He wasn't evil, though, was he? He wasn't nefarious.
No, I mean, Dr. Smith is entirely self-serving.
Mm.
He would let Will Robinson die in horrific pain if it would save him getting eaten by a space monster.
He'd probably do it just because Will Robinson was annoying.
You bubble-headed booby.
Whatever happened to Billy Mooney? I wonder.
Babylon 5.
If you want to linear in this direction. He was great as linear.
He was, yeah.
Did you ever see that picture of him in a convertible with Marcus Cole?
I haven't, no.
Next to him, and Billy Mooney's on a mobile phone. The ones in cars were quite gigantic in the 90s. And he was like driving around with the top off, but he got the full Mimbari prosthetics on. It was funny. I'll have to see if I can find that picture for you. Hello to Scottish Celts in the chat who's joined us. Also the B-roll stage crew. Is there a Triple M this weekend, Atom? I'm looking forward to that if there is. Yeah, Michael Keating, sadly, passed away, like I said, last Thursday. It was 79.
I met him once.
Yeah, did you now?
Yeah, I was at a sci-fi convention in Leicester in the early 90s. And he was a lovely bloke, sat down and had a chat with us, had a pint, which we obviously purchased for him. And he was with us for about an hour or so. And then he just, for some reason, got up and left. And he took my fags with him.
He pinched your cigarettes?
He pinched my bloody ciggies. You owe me a pack of cigarettes. I'd only had 3 out of that.
Oh, that Villa. Oh, that Villa.
I mean, obviously, the price of cigarettes has gone up immensely since 1992.
Oh, yeah.
So, I reckon it costs me 10 now.
They're about £20 a pack now, aren't they? Apparently.
They, you want 20 silk cut and...
They were silkies, were they?
What?
Silkies, my goodness.
Yeah. I posted back a little while ago because it was... unfortunately had to attend a funeral, so it does get a bit stressful.
Did you ever see the episode of Casualty where he teamed up with Gareth Thomas? They were both in the same episode.
No, I was never a Casualty fan. It was like
I wasn't.
I hated it. It was the setup at the start because you see a guy painting railings and these railings are spiked, and you hear the ominous music and you know it's coming. It's like na and all of a sudden his ladder slips and he gets impaled.
The foreshadowing was a bit too obvious, wasn't it? It was like Duplo level foreshadowing. Graham, you're trying to say?
I was going to say it wasn't always that obvious. Did you never play the Casualty game?
No.
Oh, it's a great it's a great drinking game. You place bets at the beginning about one person who will survive, one person who's going to die, and one person who will survive but be disfigured. And just got to place your bets and see where you are at the end, because there was one of each in every single episode.
So basically, like living in London now.
Pretty much, you get to the end, it's sort of like he's alive, yay! He's dead.
An episode open up with an old lady getting into a car, turning to her husband and going, "Feeling a little dizzy today, Harold."
It's like, why should I hire a cowboy to fix my roof when I can do it myself?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Rod Hall can't watch telly, so he'll go up on the on the roof and fix the TV aerial.
We don't talk about Rod Hull.
What happened is the perfect opening to Casualty.
It wasn't my fault.
Do you know how the Rod Hull accident happened?
Oh no!
He's sorting out his satellite dish, and Emu poked him.
Well, Emu took the spanner out of his hand and pulled him off the ladder, essentially. Hello to John Platt in the chat. How are you, mate? Are you all right?
I don't know if I've told this. Sorry, I don't know if I've told the story before, but I just missed him dying. I went to get a donut. I walked past his house, and as I walked back, the ambulance was outside.
Is this rhubarb or a fact?
Look, this is completely true. Yeah, I've kind of like condensed it down there. Yeah, he used to live in a road called the Vines. It was a big house, and it was in Rochester, and you had to walk past it to get to a lovely little bakery. And I went there one morning to get a donut, freshly cooked, and then as I was walking back, it was sort of like road blocked off. Great fun. I say great fun. He was dead. Not that fun.
Oh, bad timing. Minimum says Villa did get one episode where he was the hero. I remember that one. The one with the woman from the Confessions movie was a romantic lead, and the guy from Doctor Who was the villain. Talking about Colin Baker as Barben, who was a bit of a nutcase. Good episode, but some OTT acting, yeah. And it was nice because Villa did get to be like the man, and he had a bit of romance, and his character had a bit of depth for a change, which was great.
I think that's when we saw his real character.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to think, was that season 2 or season 3? I'm going to have to look that up on IMDb, but I'll do that a little bit later on. If I remember right, he was also in Microman, if anybody watched that. Anybody watch that when it was on the BBC?
No.
It was just a one-off drama. Microman about the rise of British home computers in the late 70s and early 80s. You know, like Sir Clive and whatnot.
Never heard of
it. Unfortunately, that's a great picture. That's from season 4 when they're on the Scorpio. He got a bit after Orbit. He got a bit ruthless, didn't he? Because Avon was going to chuck him under the bus. Remember that one?
No.
Where they were trapped in orbit in like a shuttle. What? You know where the butcher, Fred Elliott. He was a bad guy, and he'd doctored his shuttle. So when Avon and Villa took off, they got trapped in orbit, and the engines crapped out, and they were drifting back down. But in order to survive longer, Avon was going to shove him out of an airlock so he reduced the weight of the ship. As you do. Also, another sad passing, Marcia Lucas, who was instrumental in the editing of the Star Wars movie. She was obviously married to George, She married George Lucas in 1969 and ended up divorcing him in 1983 because he was a workaholic. I can't imagine that at all.
It's because she knew that was the last successful Star Wars movie.
It's funny because it's true.
I mean, a lot of people credit Marshall Lewis for saving it in the edit, as it's so called, but that really wasn't the case. There were 3 editors with George supervising editor, so it was a joint effort. It's not solely down to her, but she did certainly put in a lot of work and keep him in line during the original trilogy.
An interesting fact, when she was with George, they obviously adopted a kid because George is a Jaffa, isn't he? What? But their daughter, Amanda, right? She's an MMA fighter. I couldn't believe it. I mean, she's 44 now. But the
huge one that was in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, she ended up being an MMA fighter.
Or Revenge of the Sith. I can't remember.
Bloody hell!
Oh, you looked it up, have you?
I just looked up pictures of her, and I'm sorry, I wouldn't feel safe with her at all. She looks like she could break me in half.
You'd probably enjoy it, knowing you kinky so-and-so.
Yeah, people would pay for stuff like that.
They do.
Some people I've heard, possibly, maybe.
Marshall Lucas was kind of deified, wasn't she, among the feminist supremacists, especially in the Star Wars feminist supremacist niche, until she came out and basically said that Kathleen Kennedy didn't have a clue what she was doing regarding Star Wars, and then minimised slightly.
Oh! I tell you what, I'll put a picture up of their daughter, and there she is.
Fucking hell.
I tell you something, you won't want to get on the wrong side of her, because she looks like she could biff you one.
Definitely. You go up to her and say, all white girls shouldn't have cornrows. She'll probably kill you.
Yeah. She kind of reminds me of somebody, and I can't quite place who it is.
The Joker.
A sleep paralysis demon.
My goodness, you said it, and I'm glad you did, and I didn't. But I tell you something, she's definitely one of those. If she grabbed you and she was feeling a bit rutty, you knew you'd have to perform, and you wouldn't stop until she'd had enough.
Yeah.
Goodwin in the chat says Gary Busey.
Oh, it's Jay. Hi, Jay. How are you, mate? Emperor Goodwin wrenched Gary Busey. Butter sausage. I want to talk about butter sausage. I can't believe that was AI. That was so good. Oh, Paul Dickinson. Gav. Oh, my God, Gav. She got a purty mouth.
I bet she's got a collection of pegging toys as well.
Well, it's funny because Manuel Grill says who would last longer than 17 seconds?
And I think during that entire 17 seconds, I'd be crying. Because if I don't perform, she's going to beat the living crap out of me.
She is. She could quite easily give you a bifting in the wrong direction.
Oh, no, disassemble Johnny 5.
Oh, dear, I'm being beside myself. Which reminds me, I keep getting loads and loads of calls from a certain media company, and I can't understand a word that any of the representatives say over the phone.
Just give me your sort code and account number. And
yeah, pretty much.
And the 3-digit number on the back of the card.
Yeah. We've got 4 more things on the card tonight, and I'm just wondering, where would you like to go? The good, the bad, the ugly, and the outright ridiculous?
Yes.
Brian, a bit of potluck, where do you fancy going?
I'd like to go in the direction of what I've watched this weekend, because I don't fancy spending 8 hours watching something and then we talk about Rachel Zegler or something.
We ain't going to be talking about Rachel Zegler.
How dare you?
Oh, you're going to want to go for the good, aren't you?
Yes. Well, we've just had obituaries, so can we up the tone a bit?
Well, I just thought if we go for ugly,
yes,
we could work our way up to the good stuff. Can we go with ugly?
shit sandwich. You got to have good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. It just evens it out.
That is the way of things.
I'll tell you what, we'll have a good laugh at this. I found this quite interesting. Discussing films over on X says Obsession surpassed The Mandalorian and Grogu on Wednesday at the box office, retaking the #1 spot domestically.
Yeah,
and apparently Obsession is really bad.
Bad? No.
Yeah. A lot of people are in it.
Obsession had a $750,000 budget and has pulled in 100,000 gross. Sorry, 100 million gross at the cinema so far.
I think we're at the point. Hollywood is healing. We're starting to get all these little niche films which are coming out, which are actually doing a lot better than the big budget studio stuff. I mean, there was it Markiplier's movie wasn't necessarily great, but it made a profit. Obsession's made a profit. We got is it Backrooms coming out now?
Yeah, May 24. They spent that was only 10 million.
Yeah, so it's low budget, good story type of movies. If they fail, it doesn't matter because not much money's gone. Unlike Mandalorian and Grogu, where it's 200 million. No way they're making that back.
And Backrooms has all pushed Mandalorian and Grogu into a third place now. So it's not looking great. There's been a 70% drop off since last week when it was released.
You normally expect a 50%. I mean, good.
Yeah,
movies, you get a 50% drop off from the first week. If it's 70, it's
this is performing worse than Solo.
Gav Unit says in the chat, that weirdo on X begging people to go to The Mandalorian. I replied to him. I think you did as well, didn't you, Z?
I did, yeah.
Which one? which weirdo? You have to narrow it down a bit.
Oh, Mando, what was it? Mando update or something?
Mandoverse updates. He basically said this, guys, I've been trying to be positive, but that has turned into much more concern. Mando and Grogu is now predicted to get a 69% drop. Guys, we need to show up on the movie's second weekend because right now there's a higher growing chance that Disney abandons Din and Grogu.
What a wanker. Do you remember Richie Cunningham come out when Solo was bombing saying, be nice if you went to go and see it, lads. I know it's a bit shit. And everyone, that was a nice little way of saying that.
At least he was being authentic.
Yeah.
And I found it. There we go. You read that out verbatim, but Mandoverse updates. Oh, look, that comment there.
Trev's reply.
Yeah. Wow, you're really sucking the mouse off. And, there's your comment. Zeethreepio. Disney Lucasfilm should have made a good movie instead of more slop then. Oh, Gav Blackburn with a couple of laughs.
God, it's like a who's who of viewers. It's great.
Yeah. Don't reward terrible writing, aspire for better than this. Good old Smilix. I'm going to give that a like. I'll give Gav
the tragic thing is, this is us 14 years after Disney's acquisition, and the two, as they thought, the two most marketable products are derivatives from two far superior characters from the OT.
Exactly.
I've just noticed something, Z.
Yes.
I'm your 69th like on your comment.
Hello.
Nice.
Well, yeah, that is crazy. People pretty much chilling hard.
Begging for us to go and see the movie because nobody is. I mean, it's an absolute terrible state of affairs. It's been 7 years since the last Star Wars movie, and there is zero anticipation for this, and there's zero anticipation for Ryan Gosling's Starfighter.
I'm so annoyed by Starfighter because it's a case of Star Wars is built on stories. Starfighter appears to be built on the fact it's got Ryan Gosling in it. That's it. It's got a name. There's nothing else that anyone knows about it. It's going to be shit and it's going to fail.
But apparently it's got Ray in it though, so that should get everyone back to the cinema, surely.
Oh yeah, just like Pedro Pascal being in this movie.
I just threw up in my mouth a bit. Thank you for that.
I know.
Jay Goodwin says in the chat, is it that idiot who also claimed Mando and Tofu would make $2 billion?
Did you see Brian Young's fucking antics?
No.
Last film, the Mandalorian and Grogu proves Star Wars fans are missing the point. Fuck off! What an absolute knob that boy is.
Oh dear, it's bad. I mean, I finally got around to watching it. Yeah, and I'm so glad I paid to see this. Thank you, Melv. But this is interesting. Well played to heavy spoilers.
Jesus.
This is his top ranking after seeing it, his Star Wars top list. Number 1, Mandalorian and Grogu. 2, Last Jedi. 3, Force Awakens. 4, Rise of... This has got to be parody. 5, Attack of the Clones. 6, A New Hope. 7, Return of the Jedi. 8, Phantom Menace. 9, Empire Strikes Back. 10, Solo. Rogue One, and then Caravan of Garbage. This, and people were applauding this, and I thought, hang on a minute. This has got to be parody. It really has.
That's not a real list. Where's Skeleton Crew?
That was a series.
It was.
Yeah, it doesn't say movies. It just says full Star Wars ranking.
Yeah, but they're all movies.
I know, but it would fit in nicely with sort of like all of this.
I saw another account called Tatooine Sons posting very similar stuff, saying how great the Mandalorian and Grogu is, or Mango and Greg, or whatever you want to call him. And they've got a YouTube channel which I visited earlier today, and they're like three guys our age who are the diametric of opposite of what we do. It's like they had Mickey Mouse's dick right in front of them, and they're all going.
That sounded Klingon. Interesting takes here. According to this, as of May 29th, which is yesterday, The Mandalorian and Grogu has grossed $112.4 million in the US and Canada, and $69 million in other territories, for a total of $181.4 million worldwide. Now, Solo, a Star Wars story, grossed $392.9 million worldwide during its 2018 theatrical run. So you know what that means, lads? Are you ready?
Yes.
Gary's going to love this. Gary, feel free to take this one. Mando lost money.
Raylos are weird.
Yeah.
And F Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
Cancel Disney Plus.
I like how Swappers keeps putting the Sulin pictures up. I like that. Bit of Glennis Barber.
Oh,
Michael
dear.
Brandon is a lucky boy.
He is.
Only once in 100 years does a golden vagina come along, and Michael Brandon got it.
Welcome to Gilded Snatch on the Trev Retro channel.
Which reminds me, boys.
Yes.
You know what time it is now, don't you?
It's about 10:30.
Well, now Brian said.
Oh,
now
sorry.
Brian said snatch,
Cash for cash.
and I'm proud to update everybody that no celebrities, desperate female celebrities, have joined OnlyFans in the last 7 days.
No.
Fisher Helfer was the last.
I thought Pedro might have joined after his the Mando exploits.
Aye, it's going to need the money, isn't he?
Yes.
He's going to need that money. And another classic line here from Garbage: go woke, go broke.
Indeed.
They spent so long telling us that if we didn't like it, to go out and touch grass. I did. I enjoyed it, so I haven't watched anything since.
Oh, that was old Scooter Twatwar, wasn't it? Who said that?
Yeah,
Go out and touch grass.
They seem to enjoy. I mean, with all of them. So Doctor Who, it's happened with Star Wars as well. They tell us, that they just offend half the audience all the time just by saying it's not made for you. So like, well, I'm not going to watch it then. And then they wonder why no one's watching it.
Like Millie Alcock's jabs at the Christian dance.
Oh yeah, that was the most recent. That was fucking stupid girl.
Hey, speaking of which, it's time for the ugly. Now we've had a bit of the bad. Are you ready for the ugly?
No.
You said it, you got it.
No.
Christian dads with 4 kids.
How can she look 10 and 50 at the same time?
I like the picture, like the little urchin out of Mad Max. Added superimposed her face onto Millie Alcock's. And that was great. And I couldn't find the picture. And then there's a rumor circulating that Millie Alcock's going to seek everybody out and sue them individually.
I'd like
I think
to see
she'll
her
need
try.
to do. She'll need to do that because this film's going to bomb. Is it June 26th? This pile of crap's coming out.
No idea.
Yeah.
Don't you think she looks like Bjork in a bad wig?
don't say anything bad about Bjork. I quite like Bjork.
Okay.
I think, do you know, I watched her do an ASMR about the inside of a TV at Christmas, and she said she loved Christmas because it's a very, very good time and it's gay.
I miss classic Bjork from the 90s where she was completely off her rocker.
Sugar Cubes.
Did you notice
that
while she was living in London, she picked up a bit of a London twang? And I thought that was great. It was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you like, yeah. When she sounds like the Swedish.
Now.
Was it
Well,
Icelandic Londoner? That's an interesting combo.
Yeah, isn't it? Crikey.
The possibility of getting the wrath from the chat, I actually really like Millie Alcock. I know she talks shite, but what female at that age doesn't talk shite, to be honest? I first saw her in Upright with Tim Minchin, the Aussie comedy, and if you haven't seen that, it's absolute gold. It's
season 1 is superb.
Do you know, I didn't bother to watch season 2 because I thought season 1 was just a perfect little self-contained story, and there was no need for a season 2. So I avoided season 2.
There really wasn't. It's like they did a second season to meet a contractual obligation. It's not as good as season 1. I'd give it a 6-7 out of 10. But season 1 of was absolutely incredible television.
Yeah, it's fab. So I do have a very much of a soft spot for little Millie, but we'll see how it goes.
Everyone can make bad choices. I think she's just another one of the House of the Dragon alumni who just got a job because she'd been in a Game of Thrones thing, and whether or not she should have been in it,
I don't know. But I don't like contradicting you. You're a very wise man, but I can imagine someone having a look at Upright and seeing that she would fit for not Supergirl, but this version of Supergirl, as in James Gunn's Supergirl from that particular comic run. I can see why they would pick her.
Well, this is quite interesting. Supergirl movie faces box office concerns amid promo buzz, and it says the DCU's Supergirl, starring Millie Alcock as tough Kara, who left Krypton later than a cousin. I don't know how they pulled that off. Apparently,
she left before. She left before. She was supposed to get there ahead of him, so that she could take care of him when he arrived.
Yep.
I see.
Caught up in the Phantom Zone. Yeah.
It hits theatres on June 26th with interstellar action, $170 million budget, and cameos like Jason Momoa, aka Balsa Woodman, as Lobo. Early tracking estimates a 47 to 65 million domestic opening and 350 million worldwide, short of the 425 million needed to break even after marketing. Far below 2025 Superman success. Oh, get stuffed. That film wasn't a success. Tensions rose after Alcock called online critics burner accounts or profiles like Dad of 4 Christians, drawing backlash from voices like Clay Travis, who predict big losses while fans urge ticket buys and blame competition from Toy Story 5 and Minions and Monsters. I think I'd sooner go and see the Minions movie than go and see this, to be fair.
At least it looks fun.
Yeah, at least I'd have a good laugh.
If the main draw of the movie is it stars Jason Momoa as Lobo, we have a problem. Because when you're talking about, comic book characters, a load of little side characters. How many people honestly know who Lobo is?
I don't.
I know who Lobo is because I watched, I think it was an animated, it was sort of like a DC cartoon that was on in the background and he appeared in it. Couldn't tell you what the cartoon was. It was sort of like Super Friends or some shit. But yeah, that's the only time I've seen Lobo. I haven't seen him in anything else. So I don't fucking know.
The only reason I know who Lobo is was because I got some notification from some collector's website saying that Lobo was in stock about a couple of years ago. And I thought, who the fuck's Lobo? And then I found out.
Apparently, she's been heavily criticised on social media because she's setting a bad example. Apparently, Millie Alcock's a 2-pack-a-day gal. Who knew?
Is that condoms or cigarettes?
Both. Well, she's going for a Bonnie Blue. She just lays there with the smoke on.
Don't talk about.
Oh God,
she should not be named.
Thing is, though, when she did that movie, it was just any old gutter snipes off the street. People were walking past. Excuse me, do you want to just come and bone this slag? Yeah, all right then. Oh, I would. Oh no. Oh God, no.
I'll say it again.
Didn't they only like get 4 pumps and they had to stop?
Average, I worked out for 1,000 men in 24 hours was about 30 seconds each at most.
That's rubbish. I could have done it at least twice, though, to be fair.
And a cigarette.
I probably got room for another one. And there's a lot of shilling hard for this movie. I mean, just look at some of these comments here. Oh, one of the best castings ever. We're so lucky, so excited. Spelt wrong. I'm so ready. 2026 belongs to Supergirl. Look up, everyone. Supergirl is here to stay. Clap, clap. This is going to be classic.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is so perfect.
It's really weird because all the promos for this have Millie Alcock in the Supergirl uniform. Where in a recent interview, she actually said that she hardly spends any time in the uniform.
Yep.
So I think
is it less than 10 minutes?
Less than 10 minutes by what I've heard.
Yeah.
Speaking of the costume, this week her Hot Toys figure was revealed, and I'm going to get it just to annoy everybody. I'm definitely going to get it.
Oh my God, Brian.
No, you should, because it'll become a collector's item because only 5 people are going to buy it and the rest are going to be destroyed.
You're joking, right? There's going to be shelves full of the bloody things in B&M Bargain in 6 months.
The other Supergirl, Sasha Cali, she has a Hot Toys figure and it's going for about 500 quid because I think there's so few released.
Oh, wow.
Helen Slater.
Well, yeah.
She was Supergirl.
See,
Helen Slater, perfect breeding stock. If I was lucky enough to get that for Christmas, I would have at least 10 kids with her.
I'm partial to a bit of Melissa Benoist myself.
Oh, really? I quite like the animated series Supergirl from Superman, the animated series, and Justice League Unlimited. I think she's a great character and has got some excellent storylines.
The only episode I've seen of that was great. All of the superheroes accidentally switched brains. It was sort of like it was a whole thing. And Batman ended up in the body of Supergirl and just went to town annihilating everybody. It was amazingly funny to watch.
Do you know what the best DCUs that I think there's been in the last 2 decades as a film? And you'll laugh at me. But it's an animated one, from the Warner Animation Studios.
Is it Under the Red Hood?
No, it's Teen Titans, the movie. I think that's awesome.
Oh, Teen Titans movie. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hang on, which one? There's 3 different iterations of Teen Titans, isn't there?
The one where they have to pedal hard to an awesome soundtrack to go back in time on trikes. The one where they're up against Slade. Anyway, moving swiftly on. How airbrushed is Millie Alcock on the left-hand side of this picture? She just looks like that urchin out of Mad Max. Is it Mad Max 3 Beyond the Thunderdome where that kid's in it? That looks like Millie Alcock. It's definitely one of the Mad Max movies, isn't it? But it's not one.
Someone said it in the chat. Sid from Toy Story.
Oh, God.
She does have a few sinister lookalikes.
Hang on a minute. Are you sure you didn't mean Sid from Ice Age? No? Who knitted that jumper?
I don't know, but I want it after she shut it on, lad.
What's the logo on the jumper?
It's like a Chanel, but in the shape of a Superman.
It looks like a Nan made it for her.
I wonder if it was the same lady who made Tom Baker's scarf. Cartoon Man's got it. Mad Max 2. What's this? Minimum says, copy and paste that face on the left onto Achilles from Troy. It works. Manly, lady manly. Oh, Jay. Sid from Ice Age is Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, it's not wrong on that one.
She is.
I find her strangely alluring, old Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, I did in the Queen's Gambit. It was quite disturbing. I had dreams about that for weeks.
I had a funny dream about her. She wanted me to sniff a tuppy to see if it's Stanley. And just as I was going in for the sniff, I got woken up.
How far away was she?
Work.
How far away was she after the request?
Well, I was just going. I was just going in for the sniff, and then I got woke up that I was going to be late for work because I'd overlaid.
Certainly did.
I tell you something. She looked quite. How can I put it? Not toned, but you know, these stories of people who get kidnapped by aliens and they get milked to start a new population off on another planet, and they make you hallucinate a semi-lucid dream where you screw in like an alien type woman, and that's how Anya Taylor-Joy looks. She looks like that's how she looked underneath the bonnet. It's like she hadn't got a belly button or nipples, but she got the titties.
Fuck you.
I just checked it online, Trev. Dreaming of vaginas generally symbolizes creation, vulnerability, or a deep desire for emotional intimacy. Do you need a hug, Trev?
Have you been on my Facebook? Because that was the last thing I put on Facebook. I need a hug. And then there's a lot of people taking. A lot of people taking the mic going, oh, do you need Bridget Jones' diary, a Mars bar and a duvet? Yeah, thanks for that. I'm feeling quite vulnerable now, actually.
Best I can do.
Scottish Celt says Trev won. I don't even know where I won. Has somebody got somebody round?
I think that's Swappers.
Right. Because I don't know whether he's disappeared or what.
He's gone into the near there.
Yeah,
I think to go and tell off his DoorDash order.
He's in the Phantom Zone.
I think his mum's turned up and she's very disappointed at him because he's talking with idiots online.
Are you using the Wi-Fi after 8 o'clock again?
Are you talking to them nutters on the internet?
Those men, you're always talking to men. Are you gay?
Yeah. What? Oh, you can't say that.
Why?
So everybody's projecting that this film is going to bomb hard. And
It is.
I think the only way people are going to watch this is if Melvin sends them a link about 2 weeks after it's released. Do you know what I like best about The Mandalorian and Grogu?
The ending?
No. For the first 25 minutes, you can see the back of somebody's head and the hair is totally unkempt. And it's like they've been touching a fucking Van de Graaff generator. Because the hair's stuck up and you can see it perfectly against the backdrop of the screen in front of them. It's great.
Nice.
It's like Ken Dodd hair, but Van de Graaff generator Ken Dodd hair. Oh, manum, what you like? Swappers has the police round. Again.
Yeah, he put up 2 tweets last week, which was slightly controversial.
I know. You walk around with them tin foils.
Indeed.
Anyway, before we get to the good stuff, we'll get the last of the junk out of the way. Alison Brie has been flapping her lips, saying that all her male friends are particularly excited because she's playing Evil Lynn in the new Masters of the Universe film. And I actually think she looked quite tasty in this film, being a total misogynistic, sexist pig that I am. Well, I'm single now. You know, I've been married for like 22 years and now I've got my dick back and my balls, which is great.
She's giving Kate Blanchett from Thor Ragnarok vibe.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
A little bit, isn't it? It's got that vibe to it.
And it's, it is really alluring.
I particularly I've liked Alison Brie since she was in Community. And as Jewesses go, which I'm quite into Jewesses, by the way, I think she's right up there. In fact, I would like to be the filling in a sandwich between her and Sarah Silverman. Only because she was in Voyager when she played Rain Robinson, the astrophysicist. That was Future's End was a great 2-parter for Voyager.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Oh, I'd like to. Yeah, me too. Jay says, Trev looking to bat her mitzvah. Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'd like to go for the beef sandwich. Oh, no, it's a beef. What do they call a cob in America? Is it a roll?
Bap.
Anybody want to help me out here?
Bun.
I don't know.
Listen, in England, you know we have sort of like 20 different names for it, depending on where you are. We are the worst person. People.
Is it a bat where you are then, Graham?
It's a roll here.
Oh. Anybody in BAP territory?
No.
No.
I think that's more Midlands.
We got soft rolls and crispy rolls.
Really? Brian, north of the border correspondent, what do they call a cob in your neck of the woods?
A roll, we call it a roll. I remember being in Scarborough, of all places, and asked for a roll. You what? You what, love? You want a bun? Do you want a bun? I want a fucking roll, love.
Gav, she doesn't look Drewish.
And if you were getting a chip butty, it was a butty, wasn't it? Because it was just a buttered roll. That's what we called them.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's this? Scottish Celts. I'm still dying at sniffing Taylor Joy's tuppy. No clue what this is.
No clue.
You don't know what a tuppy
Taylor
is?
Joy.
It's a special Tupperware box she keeps down below. It's very triangular shaped.
Usually has fish in it.
Oh, God.
I like mackerel. Gavian, it says, I grew up surrounded by baps. That's nice. Nice for you. But she's a definite one. Don't you think?
Scottish Celts, a fan of the bunt roll. I hate a well-fired roll. No, not for me.
Roll. What the chuff is a burnt roll?
You can get them. It's like they call it a well-fired roll. It just sticks to your teeth.
Oh, yeah. So like carbonized on top where it's just been overdone.
Lies.
I agree with Sword.
This is a lie. Butty is a buttered roll.
No, butty is bread, not a roll. A chip butty is 2 slices of bread with chips in them and a load of lurpak either side.
That's a chip sandwich.
We're hitting a north-south divide here.
No, that's a butty.
We're getting a problem.
What's this here? John Platt says, bap is a Northern Irish term for a floury bread roll.
That's
True?
one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, M&M. Dakota's box. Now you can keep that. Even Garbage says it's butty is a bread. Well done. Yes, I agree. Anyway, let's move on to another picture. And I'm kind of liking the grey hair. Evil Lynn didn't have grey hair in Masters of the Universe.
I want her to do evil things to me.
I wonder if she hasn't dyed her hair and that's her real natural colour. Because I'm kind of I've got a bit of a taste for a silver, I like to call an older lady a finer diner. You know, a female, a silver vixen. I'm wanting a bit of grey bush.
No.
You know? And do you know something? I was talking to somebody in the pub this week, and we got talking about barren women. And I think they're like a jewel. They're a gift from God. You know? Because you can have all the fun of the fair and not have to change a shitty nappy.
Hang on. Are you... Let me just try and elucidate this. I can't get you pregnant, but I'm going to shag you like I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like going to Alton Towers, but doing it through VR. If you get the analogy. I'm not explaining this very well.
No, not at all.
Sorry.
I'm looking at her with her grey hair. I'm looking at her with her grey hair and her black eyebrows, and all I can think about is James Mates from ITN News.
Oh, God. Jay says she looks like she stole Evil's costume from Time Bandits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God, look at
Good
that.
movie, that, though.
Liz Truss doing cosplay. Sword says a silver fox. Yeah, it's a fox. You spelt it wrong, Mando. Yeah.
That has got a little bit of a Gallifreyan type design. It's like
It does, hasn't it? Yeah.
To Earth again.
It's missing the shoulder flare, isn't it, really?
Evelyn's got black hair, does she not?
I'm hoping the collars and cuffs don't match, you know. I'm thinking, you know, grey hair, grey box. I'm not really looking at the eyebrows. And they're not the lips near the eyebrows aren't the lips I'm interested in.
Note the original Evil Lynn has white hair.
But who's going to be the better player? Is it going to be Alison Brie or is it going to be Meg Foster?
Good.
She looked evil, didn't she?
What was the point of Gwildor? Tell me the point of Gwildor. Why didn't they use Orko?
Well, Orko wasn't a possibility with the effects back then, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, so let's just put a midget in heavy makeup, and that'll do.
I think they went for the Ewok vibe, to be fair.
And no Battle Cat either. That was disappointing.
Yeah. Did anybody see that picture somebody put up on social media during the week about giving an Ewok a prostate exam?
what?
Yes, I've seen it previously. Yeah.
Sorry, Trev.
Guide, wasn't it?
Trev, what is your algorithm? How have you curated it to be that?
I don't know.
Okay.
It only brings you things that you've been looking at previously. Have you been looking at Ewoks bottoms, Trev?
Not really, no.
Mm.
I'm not a real fan of Ewoks, to be fair. I thought that was the only downside of Jedi.
Have you ever said the word prostate near your phone?
My doctor did.
There you go. That's what's happening.
That's because he seems quite keen to put his pinky in my stinky, and I told him no. I don't really want to do that because I don't want to. I keep getting that vision of Stifler in Road Trip. You know, when they go to donate sperm to raise money to get petrol.
Yeah.
I've got that going through my head. So it's going to be like, I'm going to do this thing called milking the prostate. And there's me gripping onto his bed going, right there. You know, I don't want to be that guy, you know?
Get a lady to do it. You won't regret it, Trev.
You're joking. Mine's a lot more direct than blunt. He said, do you want to come in for a fisting? And I was on the door at 9 a.m.
Oh, my God.
I was practically begging them to open the damn thing. Come on, I've got a 9 o'clock appointment. And I'm already lubed.
You sound well prepared anyway. I think your doctor likes you, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, you are supposed to have one every 3 months, right?
What?
Who's your doctor? Harold Shipman. He was a great GP, if you think about it. He was
certainly relieving the tension from the pension budget.
Do you think he had a bit of a kickback from the local undertakers? I'll be sending 3 people this week. People your way this week, George.
He was definitely marking a GP. You go in with you want to get a sore head, and he gives you a kilogram of heroin. That's fucking suits me.
When everyone's got it right. Trev's gaydar went off with his doctor. Yeah, bloody hell, too right. There's no pinky going in my stinky. I'm all on having a crap, to be fair. It's ever since I did that cricket ball one, you know the one I was telling you about last week? Yeah, it wasn't good. Jay Goodwin says Z was hoping to get the group plan on his last prostate exam.
No, there is no group plan. I've got a loyalty card.
Frequent
the same as when you go to the cinema and you can see like,
what do you get for your 10th visit, Z? Chlamydia.
Both.
Oh, God. Who do you think's going to ultimately be the most memorable Evil Lynn? Meg Foster with the eyes? Or do you think it might be Alison Brie?
I think it's going to be Alison Brie. She looks superb.
She does. I'm going to skip back a few pictures, but Meg Foster's got the eyes, but she was a little bit pupa and all, wasn't she? Was a bit Balsawood, wasn't she, in They Live? I always thought she was a bit stiff.
She was, you're right. But she was perfect for Master of the Universe. I mean, there's no comparison. It's got to be Meg Foster, surely. Look, if you go between the two, she was perfect for that role. Absolutely.
I don't know. Have you seen her now, though? I know she's getting on a bit, but she looks like Charlotte Rampling after a bad night out.
Oh, dear.
I think that the easiest way to figure it out is wait until the movie comes out, get some stills, and then just toss for it.
What, toss for Alison
Brie?
Brie?
Carry on. Next slide, please.
Do you know what she said to me, Trev? Do me a quick inbox. I'd be there, wouldn't you? She's ticking all my GUS boxes.
Do you want the Z sex tips for mummies and daddies in the bedroom?
Just hold that thought.
Zeethreepio's Mummy and Daddy Cuddles. Top tips.
Right, go on then, Z. Fire away with your Mummy and Daddy Cuddles top tips, sir.
Should you find yourself alone with Alison Brie at any given time, lard is an excellent lube.
What if I've only got drip in?
Yep, you're already there.
Nice.
Plus, it tastes beefy.
I could go for the lard option and I'd like it a bit. Mind you, she's Jewish, isn't she? She wouldn't like lard. It'd have to be dripping.
Well, lard's from cows. It's not from pigs.
No, lard is from pigs.
From cows.
Drippings from beef, sir.
Well, she doesn't have to eat it.
Alison, Brie is 43 years of age.
I'd still ride it like a
She
grifter.
looks well for 43, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I'm quite looking forward to see James Purefoy as King Randor in this movie. I do like a bit of Purefoy.
I thought that was quite an interesting casting choice, to be fair.
How do we all think the He-Man movie is going to do? Because it started off really negative, and it seems to be edging into the positive at this point.
Yeah, but it's got him in it.
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is kind of cancer to every movie franchise that he touches.
His Skeletor, I think, is going to be absolute dog shit. But the movie itself,
I think it'll make its money back.
Yeah, I think it'll break even at the very least. Maybe even a little bit of a profit when it comes down to merch sales and tie-ins. If there's a physical media release, I'm guessing Masters of the Universe fans will probably pick that up as well.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, it's got a bit of an apology tour to do after that disaster in 2021 with Kevin Smith. Remember?
Oh, Christ. Yeah. Stop reminding me about that.
I tell you what I am quite interested in. There's a bloke in it called Johannes Hacker Johannesson, and he plays Fisto. And there's also some great news in it too, because Ram Man's in it.
Yes.
Played by John Zhu Zhang. That's a mouthful. I noticed Trapjaw looked really faithful to the cartoon character on the trailer.
Looks terrifying. The actor looks a bit of a strange choice, but he looks absolutely terrifying in this.
And have you seen who the sorceress is?
Yes, Monica Baccarin.
Marina Baccarin, yeah.
Ooh.
God, I could gargle with her. Wow, she's gorgeous.
Oh, she is, and she's absolutely lush. Firefly.
Oh, no. I'd rather have her as the chick she played in Stargate. Oh, I can't remember. I know her name. R. It's just on the tip of my tongue. Somebody help me out. I forgot. R. That's what's going through my head. Or I sound like a frigging seal. The only thing I am not particularly happy about, and I might get some flack for it, is the fact that Idris Elba's playing Man-at-Arms, and I thought that is just like a DEI hire. I didn't want to say it, but I had to.
I mean, he is a good actor, whether or not it's the right part for him, casting. I don't know. Yeah.
I thought they could have got somebody a bit more Man-at-Arms-ish. I tell you, would have played... Do you want to know who I thought would be a good casting choice? And this is total ridiculousness on my part.
Yes.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, but dubbed. Because he's kind of got the face, and he's a bit ginger in real life. That's why.
Do you know I would have loved to play that part if he'd been even just 20 years younger?
What?
Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That would do quite well.
And you know how you said Idris Elba's a good actor, Graham?
Yeah.
I think he's wank, to be fair.
But hold on a minute. Man-at-Arms is black. The Sorceress is white, but Tila is Brazilian.
Yeah, but
exactly.
No, you're getting it wrong, because the Sorceress was married to somebody else. She wasn't married to Duncan. Duncan just inadvertently adopted Tila.
Yeah.
Because, the Sorceress was married at one point, the name of which was never mentioned in the cartoon series.
Spunk and Duncan.
Do you get a Greg's with that?
Yes. I don't know. I think it's a terrible choice for Tila. Do you know, it's just
Camilla Mendes.
Such a strong kind of archetypal character, and then they choose her. I don't see her as Tila at all. I mean, she makes maybe a performance, but certainly going purely on looks, nothing like it.
On looks, she looks like an older Rachel Zegler.
I actually thought she may have been better off to play Evelyn. She looks more of a kind of slightly more sinister than Tila. Anyway.
I don't know. There's a few iffy choices in casting, but at the end of the day, if it gets me into an Odeon or a View, Not Cineworld, because Cineworld, you need to pull your socks up, mate. Has anybody else got a Cineworld that's tremendously disappointing?
We've got a Cineworld and it's just been taken back by the person who owns the building for some reason. They've all been booted out, so that's kind of tragic.
Oh, maybe not settling enough for popcorn.
Scottish Celts will know what I'm talking about in Glasgow.
Yeah, Celts, I'm not quite sure. But he says either or, so he's quite all right. What the hell is this? Menemenem says adopted Z. Yeah, no, I know. I see where you're going with that one.
Welcome to Missing Commas on the, what does the chat say?
Welcome to Grammar Police with Brian.
Yes, why not?
Oh, I saw a fantastic word. We'll tell you a little bit later on. We'll do it a little bit later on. But Garbage Who AI says, man has a massive breast in the profile pic.
I think that's the build of He-Man. It's designed to just sort of like look like and strong man. I don't know how the movie's going to do, but in all honesty, if they release it on DVD, all I want is them to recut it and do the 4 non-blondes. What's going on video?
The Duncan and Adam chat.
Absolutely, I want them to do a live action version of that, and I will be happy.
Just looking, and I can't find what I'm looking for. I was looking for an echo because I was going to do a He-Man bit, reading Swappers' picture. It says there, Fisto, my friend, are you all right? Here, let me help you to your feet. I fisted hard, He-Man, but I could not fist them all. It's out of the comic, yeah. Z, do you know Fisto at all?
I do. He looks exactly like my doctor.
Or is that just wishful thinking?
You know, the one who does the prostate exam every 3 months. He looks exactly like him.
I think you need to get in touch with a professional there. I don't think your doctor's got your best interests at heart now. Is his name Gordon by any chance?
No.
I'm kind of looking forward to He-Man, and I despite Tron Killer being in it, because he killed Tron Ares. He just he went in there. He was like an XL bully on a 3-year-old. He was just ragging it around.
That's an analogy.
Yeah, but he did though.
All right, fair enough.
Jesus, that's dark.
Yeah, but
I hope his voice in the trailer is not what they actually have in the movie.
It is, apparently.
Because that's the bit. That was what made, Skeletor is the voice. He's just basically a skeleton in a cloak. He's evil, but he has that iconic voice that everybody knows. So if Jared Leto's going to just play it as Jared Leto putting on a deep voice, then it's going to be shit.
It's not released yet. There's still time to get on 11 Labs and redouble the lines using an audio filter from the original cartoon.
Did you ever hear that? John Irwin, who did the original voice of He-Man?
Yes.
There was a kid getting bullied, and he wrote to Filmation, and he wanted advice from He-Man, and John Irwin recorded a message just for him, and it's just fantastic. And I'm going to try and find that now.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
But I don't know if I could play it through, because you can't play audio through Windows.
Do you think at the end of the film they're going to have Skeletor run off with "Until next time"?
Yeah. They have to.
Until we meet again.
You know what he's going to do, don't you? See, I'm really your doctor. Until next time.
If I knew that for a fact, I would book my tickets right now for that. Swampus, can I ask you, is that did you specifically pick out that picture of Sue Lin for the cupping action?
And the smile, yes.
Yes.
I wonder. Right. If anybody wants to check it out, it's called He-Man Leaves Message for Sick Boy. John Irwin in brackets. And it really is touching. It's 2 minutes.
I can't wait to hear this.
But it
don't do it now,
is
though,
good.
because we're in the middle of a stream.
Yeah, I know, but
you're sending everybody away, Trev. Stop doing that.
Oh, sorry. I'll keep that to one side for later. Anyway, shall we get to the juicy, beefy stuff?
Go on.
Me.
I've been waiting for this, and I know Z has.
Oh,
Spider-Noir on Amazon. And this really threw me at the start because you get an option whether to watch it in colour or watch it in black and white like a proper noir movie. So I watched episode 1 in colour. Z said, "Oh, no, didn't you? You told me." He said, "Oh, you've got to watch it in black and white. It really does sell it." And I watched episode 2 in black and white, and I had to swap. You know, it was doing me head in. I don't know whether it's the old Asperger's or what, but it was proper doing me nut. But Nicolas Cage turning it around. You know, there is life after starring in a film with Pedro Pascal, because he's now playing a private dick. Ben, I forgot his name now. Riley, isn't it?
Riley.
Yeah.
It's the name of the Scarlet Spider.
But I thought, to be fair, it was quite good. This has been created by Oren Ulziel, I think it is. It stars Nicolas Cage, amongst others, and Lee Jun Lee. Crikey, she made my nethers feel a bit tender and warm.
She made your spider senses start tingling.
Both my balls, actually, but I don't know what that's all about.
Isn't she playing, because the character's called
Cat Hardy.
Isn't that the same name as Black Cat character?
No, Black Cat is Felicia Hardy, but I think they're trying to allude to it being the same character.
Yeah, I thought that is a good call. She's quite well travelled. She was born in Shanghai and then moved to Colombia. And so she speaks a ton of languages. She's 5'6". Her nickname's Lily.
I mean, I can see the attraction with the color version because the colors are bold, saturated, and they're very much like a Marvel comic. But I watched it in black and white. I found it very atmospheric. It's like a stylized 1930s gangster movie that was made in the 1950s.
Yeah, isn't this late 40s?
No, 1933.
Oh, so the war was the First World War then, not the second?
Correct.
Yes.
Right, that kind of threw me a little bit because I don't really want to spoil it for anybody. In fact, I should have played the spoiler warning, shouldn't I?
Well, if we're not going to spoil it, I suppose we don't have to, do we? We're not going to spoil it.
Well, we could talk about who's in it and allude to things without giving
Shall
too
we do
much away.
non-spoilers this week and then spoilers next week? How's that sound?
Well, I think we should do that and then go a little bit deeper, like Z's Doctor next week.
Yes, that's a grand plan.
It's really necessary to go up to the elbow.
I don't know if he's tickling the back of your tonsils, then he's gone too far. Do you feel like Sooty when he does it?
I do.
Do you make noises like Sweep though?
I'm not sure.
Does he start wiggling his hand and making you go, got leg ear?
No, because I never did that. He makes me whisper things into a nurse's ear.
Do you know what you could do? You could get in touch with Tom Green and he could do a sequel to one of his films and call it Z Got Fingered. You all right?
Yes.
The drink went down the wrong way.
Yeah, did that go down the wrong hole, mate?
We've killed him.
Right, this is quite interesting. Jay's got the same train of thought I have. He said it can't be 1933. Ogden is 39 but was 15 when he joined the war.
It's supposed to be 19. I thought it was supposed to be 1930 from what I read.
It's set in the 1930s.
1930 on the dot.
Yeah, this can't be the First World War. Mind you, it can be the First World War, yeah.
Yeah, because it's definitely before the second.
I thought it was late 40s, you know, with all the talk of the war, because they didn't actually say it was, well, obviously it wouldn't have been World War One back then, because it would have been the war. I tell you what vibes I get from this. Temple of Doom.
Really?
You know, the early bit, the first part of Temple of Doom. The old Tu Wong Fu bit.
Yeah.
The only thing missing was a little Vietnamese boy going, you call him Dr. Jones. Anyway.
I found it kind of, it was very similar to gangster movies from the Capone era. Even to the fact that I don't know if you noticed that some of the backgrounds in the outside shots, they're static, like they were imitating the film style of the 1950s and used a matte painting.
Yeah.
rather than an actual digital set. Just
you get it in the car as well, don't you? When they got the projection screen behind them. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I found slightly jarring about that, because it looks like a deliberately stylistic choice to have the static painted background. They didn't, certainly in the colour version, it didn't look as if they were trying to hide that in the slightest, but then they've got the CGI, especially at the start of them swinging through the city. It didn't quite. This was annoying.
I thought that was a bit cheesy, to be fair. I mean, it was good, but you remember the Spider-Man they used to show on Going Live, the cartoon one? And it had like the CGI start, didn't it? And then you got the traditional animation, and the two didn't sort of gel well. I know exactly where you're coming from there, Brian. Sorry to interrupt you, but
that's the 90s.
Carry on.
Yeah, well, I binge watched the entire thing, which maybe says something about it being kind of half decent. I must admit that I didn't really. I watched it begrudgingly, knowing that we were going to do it for this. It took me a good 4 or 5 episodes before I started to enjoy it in any way, shape, or form. It was a bit of a slog. It's a strange beast, as I say. It's a kind of. I felt as if the tone's kind of muddled. It seems to kind of change back and forth between very silly humour, serious moments, and to me it didn't quite mesh. I thought someone said it in the chat. I can't remember who. Maybe Eminem, but as much as I like Nicolas Cage, he is too old for this part. I know it's supposed to be aging, but maybe if they'd even kept him slightly more, if you hadn't had the surgery. But there's parts, especially in the earlier episodes, where his face just doesn't fucking move, and he sounds as if he sounds like me after having 5 benzos. That was really off-putting.
He is replaying the same character because he voiced Spider-Noir in Into the Spider-Verse in 2018. So he was the ideal choice for it, but I do agree he did look far too old, and sometimes I thought they digitally smoothed some of his face out.
It didn't work. But I don't know. To me, watching it, I just thought I just had Johnny Depp in my head. I felt as if Johnny Depp, maybe even 10 years ago, might have been absolutely perfect for this kind of thing. But I can understand Sordy saying that he's not going to give it fucking 5 episodes to get good. But again, the only reason I did that was because I'm going to be coming on here. But I think eventually more of the stuff pays off in later episodes. It's a decent enough time waster once you get used to it. One thing that put me off as well was Brendan Gleeson's accent in it. Which is really strange considering he is actually Irish, but he sounded like a man pretending to do an Irish accent at times.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because that's the vibe I got. Just quickly to interject, Iceman says, how many episodes is this? We're up to 5, but there's a total of 8 episodes. What's it all about? Well, it's just a noir take on the Spider-Man trope. Yeah, but it's just... But did you notice you noticed in the multiverse one, there was he was in it in that, wasn't he? Didn't he have a cameo in that?
Yeah, he was one of the supporting characters, one of the Spider-Men that were drawn through the portals. Yeah. So he's playing exactly the same guy.
I thought so.
I thought it was great. Everybody smokes, everybody drinks. It's not PC. There's corrupt cops, crime bosses, and really authentic supervillains. And they really lent into the body horror of the Yahtzee's experimentation on people.
Yeah. There was some decent lines in there as well, wasn't there? Some decent, a few decent. There was the usual shitty Marvel humor, but it was sparing. Most of the kind of funny lines in there were pretty decent.
I must admit, like what you said, Brian, I watched it on the recommendation from Z because he said, if you don't watch it, Trev, I'm going to give my doctor your phone number. So I kind of watched it. The first episode, I was a bit, no. I couldn't tell whether it was trying too hard or not trying hard enough. It felt, what's that saying, Mrs. Brown? If you have to force it, it's probably something else. It felt forced, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But by episode 3, like you, Brian, the more I watched it, the more I kind of got into it. I found it hard to keep attentive towards watching it. But when more of the plot, because it starts off a bit too vague, to get you hooked, you need a bit more meat on the bone. But the bone was bare at the beginning.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, totally.
It needed that hook, didn't it, at the start? to keep you invested for the payoff at the end.
Yeah,
but
I noticed a little thing that a lot of modern shows do these days is they try and cater to the I'm on the iPhone generation. You notice the plot being regurgitated several times. Like I find that slightly off-putting.
I thought it was a bit patronising, to be fair. It's like, why are you reiterating this again?
Because it's designed for people that have low attention spans or are doing other things.
The TikTok generation, the mindset of shorts. It is. It's ruining everything. You know.
But I think if there was a second series, I think I would definitely give it a watch after the first one.
Oh, speaking of second seasons, I just wanted to quickly bring this up now because you've just sparked my memory. There's talk on the internet that there's no mention about any VFX works being done on season 2 of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. It's all gone very quiet. It's like as if production has, they wrapped on the acting and it's all gone very quiet. Now, is that a good sign or a bad sign? Do we think they're going to Batgirl season 2 of Starfleet Academy?
They should, shouldn't they?
They really should. Yeah.
I think more than anything, that show has hurt the franchise more than any other iteration Kurtzman's put out there.
I mean, there is no Star Trek projects in the pipeline at the moment.
Oh, yeah. If you believe a few people, but apparently people closer to the franchise's origin, should I say, people who grew up in a certain household, there's inklings from them that they're trying to distance themselves from Kurtzman and co now. If you know what I mean.
Probably for the best. I would do the same.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I'll give you a bit of a clue. The action you do to get somewhere in a boat with oars, not whores, but oars. That's your first clue. And then something you build in the woods with your mates when you find hedge pawn. And the last part of the clue is a fruit grown on a plant, usually a wild one. They usually come in straw or black or blue.
Roddenberry.
Road
tree house, poison ivy. No. Oh,
there we go. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the concept, but it almost feels like it's trying too hard, especially with the Robbie Robertson bits and the other soups. I can't not say soups now. I'm sorry, I've been spoilt by The Boys. But you've got Flint and you've got that other guy. I'm not sure what the other guy's supposed to be.
Which one?
The coloured chap in the flat cap.
He's Tombstone from the comics.
Right. I couldn't put two and two together with him, to be fair.
So, Lonnie is Tombstone.
But Sandman, as soon as I heard Flint, I thought, I know where this is going.
I thought he made an excellent Sandman.
He was all right. I mean, I like that because I don't want to give too much away on the origin of the powers.
Don't. It's the best thing. It's one of the best things about the whole series.
It's hard to approach. Let me stick another slide on it. Might take our minds off it. But I like the mask. It kind of looked like a perverted welder.
Well, let's get the Flasher's Mac, doesn't he?
Can I just ask? Because I've only seen the first episode. And when he uses his webs a few times to do certain things, usually out of necessity more than anything else, I couldn't help thinking, like, does he have web shooters or are they organic?
It's like Raimi verse. It comes out of his wrists directly.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's got the whole.
Did you notice it was black? I don't know whether it was because of the noir thing or what, but his actual web fluid is black.
Yeah, it was because of the comics.
Yeah, it was very much like the webs you see in the corner of your room that are covered in dust.
Dust bunnies.
Yeah.
That's one thing that kind of took me out of it as well. Just depending on what the plot needed it to do. The webs are either like concrete and they cannot be cast iron and they cannot be moved, or he can move it with his fingers. Do you know what I mean? Varying strengths depending on what the plot required. Welcome to Killing the Stream on the.
Sorry, chat. I'm not ignoring you. We're trying. I'm trying to steer this around not spoiling it for people who haven't seen it yet. If you get my drift.
Yeah.
Wise words from Atom Gray, Wrench World of Sport. Black fluid, consult a doctor. Do you know what it is, don't you? It's DEI web fluid.
It's been race swapped.
No, because if it was DEI race, DEI fluid, it'd come out pink.
Oh, controversial.
Can't see that in the black and white version, though, can you?
Now he does look like a perverted welder.
See, have you experienced all of Spider-Noir, the original format of the character?
I have not, because I know he appeared in one of the Spider-Man animated series. I've never seen that episode.
Yeah, it was in the Spider-Verse, wasn't he? Yeah.
Because
even before then, he was in the Spider-Man animated show, and there was also a comic series. I'm not sure how far back. It might have been 10, 20 years ago. The character's been around for a while.
Yeah, I know that. The comics, definitely. I'd never read them, though, but they always looked interesting. But we're getting like sort of new iterations of the classic characters. From what I can make out, it does make me wonder if Venom's going to show up. After you mentioned Black Webs, I suddenly thought Venom. Oh, when's that going to show up?
Yeah.
I didn't think much of this lady, Trev.
Just a quickie. Atom Gray says, hang on, who's that? This is Lee Jun Lee, who plays Kat Hardy in Spider-Noir. She's a bit of a singer, but I think she's a bit of a two-faced cow. And she's kind of, she's, how can I put it? She's tickling his ivories, his special round ivories. I think she's trying to tempt him with a bit of gash.
According to Wikipedia, it's only her nickname is Kat. Her first name is actually Felicia.
There you go.
Bye, Felicia.
So that may be Felicia Hardy.
I don't know. I didn't like her in this at all. She's supposed to be a femme fatale type. And she's
nice one, Flav.
Could you let me finish with fucking...
Sorry.
I don't know. There was something about her I just didn't like. I thought she was just... There was something missing completely about her. She didn't have that alluring type, Trev.
And I noticed there's no ones in the chat.
Well, that says it all, I think. I think a femme fatale has to be an absolute stunner. She's just... She just looked like a miserable... I've just had my fucking phone bill in after being abroad on holiday for 3 months. Fucking look about her face.
She is a bit sullen, isn't she, for the character? But then again, is that what the character requires? I think she's very duplicitous, and it's quite obvious that she is. So I'm wondering if that the woman we're seeing at the moment in the series, is that a facade for what's to come next? If you get my meaning.
If she is Felicia Hardy and she does end up in the Black Cat outfit, there'll probably be a few ones in the chat at that point.
Oh yeah.
That is beyond iconic, that one.
You dress her up in a fluffy Catwoman costume and
hello. Can I highlight a chat?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Sword in the Storm says she doesn't have the Jessica Rabbit vibe. That is almost the exact statement I had in my head, but I thought if I say Jessica Rabbit, no one's going to have a clue what I'm really
the way she's drawn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish that they'd given her a different name, because I think she looks more of a do me.
No, Jesus.
just putting it out there, and everybody in the chat would think the same thing. Don't judge, you thought it too. Yes, Z, I agree with that. And Mel's in there too with some interesting things. But I liked Minimum's comment, she's no Pat Butcher. Why would you want somebody who looks like Pat Butcher?
No.
Did anybody see Pat Butcher in the film Scrubbers?
God.
No.
I'd rather pump Terry Butcher, never mean Pat Butcher. Anyway.
Cold. Well, you can have Graham Taylor from last week.
Oh, no.
Do I not like that? I do not.
Do I not like that?
Do you know what? I know I'm not big on football, but there's some great bits when I'm doom scrolling on the bog. You know, like the stories about Cluffy. I love watching them.
Cluffy. Yep.
come over here, son. Oh, now then, shithouse. There's some great stuff what Cluffy did behind closed doors. And now I've noticed on like the football-y kind of short videos, is it Kevin Lynch, ex-referee? Some of his stuff's doing the rounds now, and he is fantastically funny. Anyway, I don't know. These sets are really impressive.
I loved how this was filmed. I thought it was so much care taken to how it was all filmed. I watched it in the kind of color version. So many lovely little techniques that they used, and they used them sparingly, but they used them very well when they did. Cinematography was really pretty good. The costume, I'm going to sound kind of slightly fruity when I say this, but the costumes were just fantastic. There's so much attention to detail put into every one.
It certainly is on point for the era.
Yeah. Although the strange thing was, not to give too much of a spoiler away, but the ending song I know they said Mary White, it was Amy Whitehouse singing about Roger Moore. I thought, why do that? Strange. Carry on.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm kind of. It's a slow burn getting into it, because
very much so.
I was spoiled early on because Nicholas Hammond as Spider-Man was just the best.
Yeah, the very idea of the Spider-Noir. I remember seeing the comic, and I thought, what a stupid fucking idea. And I thought, how the hell are they going to make this work? It's just not going to work. But it kind of did. They did. I thought, considering what the source material and stuff, I thought they did a pretty decent job, especially in the latter episodes.
Jay says the episodes are up and down with the shots. There's one episode where whoever was in charge had just discovered Dutch angles. Is that a euphemism? And was abusing the hell out of it.
I thought it was very graphic novel-like.
Yeah. Do you know what I kind of got? Sin City, but with less crap.
Yeah.
Sword says, anyone play Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions? No. I'm still playing Spider-Man on the Mega Drive. How bad's that?
I also found the music in this very immersive and atmospheric. Everything just seemed like it was in the right place. It definitely gave off the gangster vibes for me all the way through. So I can't say that I was bored, or if anything, my only criticism would have been some of the shonky CGI.
Just a quickie, Z. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Because you sound a bit chesty.
I might be.
Everybody's poorly at the minute. Brian's a bit off it. You might be coming down with something. I hope there's no Kung Flu or that mousy virus going about.
Virus of unspecified origin.
I think Dutch angles is the word of the show tonight. I like that. It kind of sounds. Well, it kind of sounds like something rum, like a Portuguese breakfast. I think it could be like a movement along those lines.
It's heavy use of vanishing points. The trouble we have a lot of these series is they tend to chop and change writers. They chop and change, directors and stuff. And I wish they would just stick to one director, one writer, see it to the end.
I'm trying to get. There we go. I was looking for that. I'm going to see if who's been directing. Episode 1, Harry Bradbeer. Anybody heard of him? No.
He did Killing Eve and was it Enola Holmes?
Did Harry? Oh, he did episode 2. I'm wondering if he did the lot. No. Episode 3 is Nzinga Stewart. I hope I pronounced that right. Why have a name that sounds like a KFC burger?
Why not have a name that sounds like a KFC burger?
Oh, and KFC Zinga did episode 4 as well. I wonder if it's people doing it in pairs or they're flip-flopping.
I don't think chopping and changing is a good idea, really.
Alethea Jones did episode 5.
And 6.
I haven't got that far yet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well, it means I can go to 7. And then episode 7, Greg Yaitanis. I don't know. I'm not very good with some of these weirdly sounding names. It all sounds a bit Greek to me, Chowder Boy. Right, if you know, you know. Does anybody know who Chowder Boy is?
Nope.
Is it someone from?
It's a superhero movie.
The name? I cannot remember the name.
It's a superhero movie, but one of a flesh-based nature. It's from Orgasmo.
Emperor Goodwin. Yep, Goodwin and Cartoon Man both got it. Well played.
Yeah.
Lads.
Let me stick that up on the screen. Orgasmo's sidekick, yeah. Farewell, evildoers. That is a great movie. That and Basketball. They're my two go-tos. If I'm feeling a bit down in the dumps, and what I normally do, I'll go with Basketball, Orgasmo, Super Troopers, then Beer Fest. I like those films. But I think they did a real good job with the vibe. And how did they do the backgrounds? Did they do like oh God, what's it called? It's Unreal Engine 5 that they used on Mando on a backdrop.
Oh no, you mean the volume
screen?
Yeah, it definitely gave volume vibes off. As I said earlier, I thought it was more like matte painting, imitating the 50s film style. And
I'm thinking, you know, the one that they used on Oblivion, which was like a 360 thing. Is that the same thing?
It is, yeah.
And what's that called again? Not
the volume.
Volume,
right?
Yeah.
Because that's basically they film it all in like a dome, don't they? And it's all like aspect ratio backdropped and like a back projection type thing, isn't it?
I can't help but think the underuse that kind of thing. I know it's supposed to be for movies, but can you imagine getting in there, like maybe 5 of you, and doing some kind of laser tag fucking game or something inside one of those pistons of fart? That'd be tremendous entertainment.
Do you know, in a weird way, could we be heading for like some kind of holodeck technology in the next 50 years?
No.
Like
I would like
to create sets on a whim.
No.
Just say to an AI, create a background and make it look like Darth Vader's toilet, or some weird stuff like that. I mean, sky's the limit. It could be anything your imagination could conjure, and then you've got some AI rendering it all in real time on a project, like a light projection system, which is virtually holographic. We don't know where things are going, in 50 years' time, and we could all be dead. Who knows?
Can we get 1 year out of the way first? Because AI is in a position where it's getting too big, and it's going to collapse. There's going to be several companies that suddenly, now that things like OpenAI has gone for IPO, they've realized that its value is not as good as they think it is, and it's going to start collapsing, and we're going to have some big problems. Considering it holds up 90% of the US economy at this point.
I was thinking, the bubble's going to burst before Christmas this year.
I hope so. I need to upgrade my PC and it's too expensive.
Oh, don't. Do you know, I changed all the fans in my PC during the week. And I got a whole bunch of these Noctua things. And I put them in, and right off the bat, it sounded like a 747 taking off. But Noctua actually stepped up and replied to me on X, and they DM'd me and told me what the issue was. And
did you put them in the wrong round?
No, I did not. I'm very good like that, Graham, to be fair. It turns out it was something quite simple, really. In the BIOS of the motherboard I've got, it automatically sets everything to automatic on the fans, right? So you have to set it all to PWM, pulse width modulation.
Yeah.
And once I did that, it was like, wow, I'm in the ballpark again. Because they were louder than the original fans I got in this thing, and it's a quiet case to start with. But the weird thing is now, I can feel the airflow under my desk. I can feel it going past my knees. That is so weird. It's like I've got free aircon now.
The static pressure from Noctua fans has always been incredibly good. It's why they're so huge.
I was very impressed.
Sorry, holodeck sketch where the guy asked the holodeck for an 80-foot tall version of Daisy Ridley.
No, I've not.
And turn off the safety protocols and run program.
Yes, I've seen that
I
one.
need to see this. I need to see this.
We don't have a holodeck.
Do you know, that reminds me of that scene from Dude, Where's My Car, where that the 5 evil space chicks turn into that big woman, and she steps over that bench, and the kid looks up with his dad, and they can see up her knickers. And the kid says, "Dad, I want to go on that ride." And he's like, "Me too, son, me too." I love it. Oh, that is another great underrated movie. And it's got Brent Spiner in it. And I thought that was quite good. Okay.
I'll put a link to that video in the private chat if anybody wants to look at it later.
We will look at it in the green room when we finish, when we come off air. Because we've got just under we've got 24 minutes left of the show if we make it that far. Cartoon Man says it's a weird film. If anybody wants to bid on the next Just Great Movies, you're more than welcome to. Help keep the lights on, that'd be great. Anyway, just quickly, I did mention this before. Tuesday's Just Great Movies is on for members right now. If you're a member of the channel, you've got early access to Tuesday's Just Great Movies. This coming week, it's The Wraith, and I've gone all out on this one, and I'm getting positive vibes from people when people do let me know. Melv reached out to me, and I was quite bowled over with his kind words. Thank you, Melvin. And a couple of people have reached out and said, well, why aren't you doing live streams on Tuesdays and stuff? And I thought, look, I kind of want to try something different for a little time, And I thought, videos, nice, just keep it dead simple. And then we've got Saturday Night Shite. It makes the week a bit more exclusive. We kind of save it up. And then we have a good laugh with you guys and the chat and everybody else too. And apparently it makes a good re-rub, so I'm told. But I want to thank everybody who's been really helpful and really supporting towards the channel. And, it's nice to be with the lads again. And that's good as well, because everybody who's here now, you were all here at the start. And I really do appreciate that. Thank you. We've made some really good, positive strides on the channel, and I couldn't have done it without any of you. And I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Over 2,000 now subscribers.
What?
Yes.
Let me have a look. Oh, I can't reach my phone.
He hasn't paid attention to that bit.
I don't, apart from uploading stuff, bloody hell. Wow. Yeah. How the chuff's that happened? I mean, I did look at the metrics earlier, and I said to Brian, I said, have you seen the metrics? But wow. Yeah. How the chuff did that happen? Crikey.
Good news.
I'm speechless.
Good news.
I am lost for words. Brian, do you want to take over a minute?
He's just going to go cry in the corner for a second.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
It's great news, though.
It is.
It is.
We've come so far in such a short space of time. I am agog. Indeed. Brian did not answer. Is his mic muted? I can't see. I haven't got my glasses on. Yeah, he's muted. He's probably having a warm and fuzzy moment. So, overall, this was your recommendations, eh? And did you find it hard going to start with, or were you, really psyched up for this before it began?
Oh, I think he's gone.
Z?
Yes.
Are you having a senior moment, love?
I am. What did you say?
Mouthful of doctor's fingers.
I got a mouth of this original, and I'm not even trying to lure young children into my room.
I remember when my granddad gave me one. I always wondered about that advert. I thought it was a bit sketchy. No, what I asked you was, Z, if I've got your attention this time around, did you find you had to warm towards this and you kind of got in the flow, or were you up for this from the start?
I was addicted from the outset and stuck with it. Binged 3 episodes, 2 episodes. So it was nice. So I'm looking forward to a second season.
Is it going to get a second season?
I hope so.
Certainly set up as if it could have a second season.
Listen, if Rings of Power can have 3 seasons and keep going, Spider-Noir can get at least 2.
And is that insipid woman from Dial of Destiny still getting paid loads from Amazon, even though she hasn't done a damn thing for him yet?
I think she's kind of been put out to pasture, if that makes polite sense.
Oh, it does. And I found her really hard going. I can't even remember her name now.
Phoebe London Bridge, something. Yeah.
All I've got is Anya Taylor-Joy's tuppy going through my mind on repeat. That gash is living rent-free in my head.
Where did you see that?
In a dream.
It's not real.
No, it wasn't real.
It on reality then. Oh, shame.
No. But she hadn't got... She was hairless and her body was like smooth. She was kind of like a Barbie doll underneath, but she'd got proper giblets, but there were no hair.
You're making it sound like one of the Asgards from SG-1.
Well, she got a fit body and she got the nice face and the blonde hair, but she just looked at me like she was hollow inside and just said, she went, smell my gash.
You don't have to turn your head like completely sideways though to look her in the eyes.
Well, she didn't say gash, to be fair. She said tuppy. She said, sniff my tuppy. Does it smell?
What accent did she have, Trev?
Eh?
What accent did she have? All right, love, could you give me tuppy, bit of a sniff?
She did it in that American drawl she talks in normally.
She's British, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a bit of everything. She grew up in Argentina, I think.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you see her in that? I mean, I'm not sure if it even got released. God, what was it? It was like Mutants. It was like a link to the X-Men. It came out a few years ago. I can't remember what it's called though.
Oh, got it. No, you're not talking about Mutant X, are you?
No. No, this was just a couple of years ago. It had Arya from Game of Thrones in it, and what's his face from Stranger Things? Oh God, what was it called?
I don't know.
New Mutants. That was it.
I didn't catch that, to be fair.
Look at pictures of her in New Mutants. She looks amazing in that. Seriously. Oh.
Do you know what I accidentally stumbled on after watching a couple of episodes of this Spider-Noir?
What?
Do tell.
I dropped on Andromeda and started rewatching that. And that show is batshit crazy and makes no sense.
Is that the Kevin thingy?
Sorbo,
show?
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scottish Celts. Gifted a Trev Retro membership. I hope people have changed their settings so they can pick these up. Because we had people who are subject to that bug on YouTube, where when memberships are given out, it skips them for some reason. Thank you, Celts. I appreciate that, matey. Yeah, but that was it was Roddenberry's concept. And the last person to play Dylan Hunt before Kevin Sorbo did was, Alex Cord. Do you remember him?
No.
The guy who played Archangel in Airwolf. Because was it Earth 2 or something? I think John Saxon was in it too.
And Dylan, brilliant.
Is that the one I'm thinking of? And it was Dylan Hunt, but it was Alex Cord as
Tim Curry in it.
I'm probably thinking of the wrong thing. Or am I Genesis too? That's it. That's what I'm thinking of. Because he was obsessed with Genesis, wasn't he, Gene Roddenberry? Hence why we had the Genesis device.
Genesis!
Do you know, every time you did that, somebody unliked that stream. Yeah, it's weird. That's it now. I've just got Anya Taylor-Joy on repeat, and it's just distracting now. If I could just describe it to you, it was like ethereal, like, you know, people who get kidnapped by aliens. It was that kind of vibe.
Can you get on AI and just type in the brief outline of your dream and then let it return a video for you and see how accurate it is?
I don't know. It's weird. She was floaty like, like a KP skip.
At the at the Dangerous sound even more fruity than earlier on. AI is incredible for dream interpretation if you're into that kind of weird stuff.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy's eyes just keep getting farther apart. In another 10 years, they'll meet on the back of her head. I was saying, we did mention Sid the Sloth, didn't we, from Ice Age?
Oh, yeah.
You're probably fat going like that.
When you say like
John...
KP skips, do you mean like melt in the mouth and taste like prawn cocktail?
Yeah, floaty-like, because that's what they tasted like. Do you remember that advert? They're all floaty-like. And I've just kind of reminded myself now of that dingbat, John Leguizamo, is it? The shit, not Mario.
Luigi.
Luigi from the crappy Bob Hoskins Super Mario Brothers.
To be fair, he was pissed the entire way through making that movie.
Who, John or Bob?
Both of them. They realised it was terrible.
What was Dennis Hopper's excuse? Was he off his tits?
I think he was just chewing the scenery and enjoying it. He realised it was terrible. Because
apparently Dennis Hopper was self-medicating a lot.
Yeah.
How do you think he ended up in Space Truckers? Oh, do you think we ought to do that on Just Bad Movies when it comes back in June?
Space Truckers. Nice.
In fact, I may have titted up. Why? I may have titted up. Well, next Tuesday is the 2nd, and it's the Wraith. And I was going to do Just Bad Movies in June. So I think what I might do is swap Just Bad Movies to July now.
I was going to say, because the 2nd of June was supposed to be...
yeah.
There's a Skywalker.
I've titted up.
It's made a track of that one.
Aye.
Yeah. Better tell Rune.
Tits. It's big tits. Yeah.
Rune was scheduled. Better send him a little message saying...
I tell you what. I will do a double next week.
Oh,
We'll start Just Bad Movies, right, on schedule, but I will also release The Wraith as well. I'll do a twofer.
2 for 1. 2 for
just because I've titted up. It's all right, Brian. I can't. The whole DIVORCE is throwing me for a loop at the moment.
I can understand that, Trev.
I'm trying my best, guys. I do apologise. There is room for error. I can't deny that fact at the moment. I don't know my head from my arse, to be fair. So
Emperor Goodwin in the chat makes the point of 2 for to celebrate 2K. What a great salve. This is why we like Edinburgh. Why we like Emperor in the chat too.
Now, just minus the clothes swappers, make her look like she's got an ionizing radiation glow in a blue, like it's weird. It's like ethereal. Somebody's feeding back. Nice. Celts with another membership. Thank you. You're very generous, sir. Nice. 12 minutes left of the show. So, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. And now you've kind of revealed to everybody that Ruin's here next Tuesday.
Welcome to Spoiling the Spoilers on the Spoiler Channel.
Producer Brian, what are you doing?
Swatch it again.
It's all right. It happens. I can't blame anybody. I should be a bit more with it, and I'm not at the moment.
Well, I can understand that myself, Trev. I'm all over the place, especially this horrible cold at the moment.
I'm kind of in the mill at the moment. Yeah.
Aye.
Oh well, I'm not making an excuse of it. I'm just being honest with you all. Because that's another thing I'm a bit of a tip for, to be honest. I tell people too much, and I overshare, and I do apologise for that. I should keep the personal side of things out of it, because it's... Anyway, Flav, thank you. £10, Wrench World of Sport. I nominate Vampire Lettuce Lickers from Outer Space. Really? It's the other term, but you two being a dried-up husk of a maiden aunt won't let me use that. Or buy some pot knackers. Is I don't know. I think I know the film you're talking about. Has it got John Holmes in it? Hang on a minute. What's this? From John Platt. I still can't believe that an actor of Dennis Hopper's quality would even consider starring in that video game to live action movie adaptation. Abomination. Especially playing Bowser. Yeah, that was bad.
It wasn't even a good Bowser either. It was just... He pretended he was part dinosaur by just having weird hair.
Yeah. Samantha Mathis was quite tasty in a kind of weird way.
Mm-hmm.
But the only good thing to come out of that movie was the song Almost Unreal by Roxette.
About Roxette.
Yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace, Marie. That was a shame.
Perfect music to listen to for a breakup. If not beforehand or after, might be a breakup after you've listened to it too much.
I'll tell you something, there's nothing worse than when you've got a bit of a dodgy tummy and you've got the radio on and then Joyride comes on as you break mud. That's just awful. Hello, you fool, I love you, let's go on a joyride. And then...
It just goes away from you, doesn't it?
And then you're just begging for handlebars just to hang on. Which reminds me, somebody sent me a 3D print file of space tits with handlebars swaps.
For what? A 3D what, of the ship?
That was a sentence I didn't expect.
The Corsair, from Battle Beyond the Stars, Nell.
Did you print it?
I haven't.
Oh.
Look, I've got a tiny farty bit of PLA left before I have to change the reel. So I'm just waiting. I know this is weird. I've kind of got my studio door cracked open a little bit. And with it being warm and whatnot, and my neighbours aren't going to appreciate me for this because they do watch the show, but I think they're having a bit of a Tuareg campfire because I'm getting the old Jamaican Dutch shag smell coming through. Oh. I've got the kitchen window open, and I think the smell is drifting from next door. But I'm like getting that dun 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 dun. I'm getting the Vibalite feeling going on.
I used to have neighbours like that, where you just open the window one evening and just go, "I'm hungry now, and I don't know why."
My eyes are red, and I want a big bag of Monster Munch.
Someone got any Pringles?
Do you know no. I don't like. I'm gonna have to have words with the couple next door.
And the
I
words
love them
are
to bits.
Pass it round.
And it's funny because sometimes when they get a bit enthusiastic in conversation, I've been listening to their native tongue that long now. I'm starting to pick bits up casually. Certain words, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I don't know it's the smell or what, but I'm really like losing the thread here.
Is it the Rastafarian incense? My neighbor.
There we go. Your show can't be monetized due to racism.
My neighbor.
Jay says, could be worse, Trev. You could have David Lee Ross Paradise start playing at that time. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a great track.
Jay says, this is becoming King Willie from Predator 2. Hey, Babylon, Mr. Policeman. I always remember that bit.
Speaking of the old monster ones, Trev, I went into my local news agents this evening to get myself a small bottle of Jack for the stream. And I usually get some monster much. I thought, I'm not going to bother, but I wish I had done now. But I said to the gentleman who was behind the counter, who is of foreign descent, who also happens to be my neighbour as well. And I said, if you get any, because I'm not feeling very well, obviously. I said, if you get any painkillers? And he says, yes, just round the corner. The Pringles are round the corner.
No.
I said, fucking painkillers, not fucking Pringles, you bastard. Welcome.
Why don't you go to the ice cream van? Because you can get anything from an ice cream van. I've been to Scotland. I know these things.
Used to, but that was the case in the 80s. The first time I saw Return of the Jedi, I rented it from the ice cream van. Believe it or not, that was in the good old days. Things are different now.
I've got that sketch from Chewing the Fat going through my head now.
Shows you Jack and Danny.
Yeah. And then she does, and them kids are just stood there, and it's like they're frozen in time, and it's like raining, and it's dark, and 3 or 4 days have gone past.
She was literally in my local pharmacy, Trev.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Fucking, what the fuck?
She's a bit of a muller, isn't she?
She doesn't. She lives not that far away from me. Apparently, I didn't realise that at the time.
She likes to.
She
likes to lick the fishy lid, doesn't she? Apparently.
Well, don't we all, Trev? To be honest, but the pharmacist said her address out in front of everyone.
I don't know. I'm still thinking about that scratch and sniff event in my head.
Yeah, you're going to have to get therapy for that, Trev. I think it's not going to leave you.
She was all like, I don't know, like robotic. Sniff, my gosh. Does it?
I was going to bring up something about Spider-Noir. I'm still going to stay quiet because it's probably a spoiler. Just let the chat.
Well, I don't know. I think we ought to leave it there and let people get invested into it in their own time. And then when everybody sort of catches up, we can go a bit further on the subject. But it's really hard, that, isn't it? Trying to talk about something without giving anything away.
Points keep coming into my head, and I go to say it, and then I end up having to go.
It's this. When you start talking about things in this manner, it's like going to one of those voluntary interviews, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do indeed. Perhaps if it took the Spider-Noir thingy off it, my subconscious might not be so attracted to possibly giving out spoilers, Trev.
Yeah. I tell you something, watching it in colour for me is far more, how can I put it, less distracting. When it's in black and white, I find it really hard to concentrate on it. And I had the exact same issue when Sin City came out, and I went to see that.
I actually preferred it in the. I thought it was so much attention to detail put into the colour stuff. It would have been kind of sad not to watch it in colour.
Which is bizarre, really, isn't it? But I like the fact that they've given everybody the option. But if you notice, if you watch it in black and white, there's a different bias, and they've added like grain on it to make it look like it came from that era. Did you notice that, Z?
Yes, there's definitely some added grainage in there, and that's part of the effect, isn't it?
I know why. It's because they had two cameras side by side. They had black and white film camera. And
they can do it in
LED
post.
Cameras. No, but it was actually they recorded it on black and white film.
For real?
Yeah, the cameras alongside each other.
It doesn't, to me, look like it's filmed for black and white, though, personally, because things tend to pop a lot more in the color version, and the black and white version, everything kind of it doesn't look defined enough. The darks aren't dark enough like they would be in a true noir.
If you look, I mean, this takes it back a bit, but if you look at the behind the scenes of the Addams Family, which famously black and white, everything is really weird colors because the only way to actually get the right contrast when they actually converted to black and white. So you got things like walls which are bright pink, so that it showed up a certain shade. So it's quite interesting to look at.
I noticed the colors of when it's in color, and like the sets, the way stuff's painted and decorated is very indicative of the color ranges that were available at the time. I thought that was a good call. It was like really good to detail.
Yeah, very, very comic-like.
Yeah, somebody's, whoever's in charge of the art direction really got it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I really felt that vibe. Like they said to somebody in a meeting, look, if we're going to do it, we've got to do it like this and do it right. And I think they might have had a bit of a fight on their hands to get it all within the budget, Yeah. But hey ho, who knows what happens behind closed doors? We've got roughly about a minute left, so I'll wrap up on tonight's events. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you, chat. Thank you to Celts for the 2 memberships, and also thank you to Flav for sending us the 5-pot knackers. I struggled to get that out of my mouth, to be fair. It's Anya Taylor-Joy's gash. That's what's done me. So thank you, chat. That's been absolutely great. Don't forget, on Tuesday, it's a bit of a double whammy. The Wraith video will land around tea time on Tuesday, and then we'll be back doing a live stream. In fact, we're going to be live for the rest of June. I completely titted up on the timetable. I can only apologise. So thank you, chat. Thank you for sticking with me. And, I'll try and get my head straight. Thank you to our panel tonight. Thank you, Z. Thank you, Helpdesk. Thank you, Swappers. And most of all, thank you, producer Brian. I will see you all on Tuesday. It's going to be an absolute belter. And I'm really looking forward to you watching that Wraith video. I really did enjoy it. Take care. Catch you soon.